Hey guys, looky here. We're at Stash Mountain headquarters. Home for a couple days and gonna take a look at some of the stuff that I wasted my money on this month. Some of the stuff I actually picked up out in Arizona. I had purchased it through Jonathan Stevens, who some of you may recall was in the Top Speed Bowl that Andy put on, and I had got some stuff that one of his club members was selling, and it had been sitting around since just after New Year's, and I finally got through there with work through the fine state of Arizona to pick it up. And then the rest of the stuff is a Hobby Link Japan delivery and some random odds and ends off eBay. So we'll flip the camera to the good camera and take a look at what I wasted my money on this time. All right, guys, welcome back. The thing you're looking at here is a original AMT Ford Pinto. I got three of these sort of vintagey kits in this back batch box of things from Arizona. I'm hesitant to move this box around a lot because it's not in the greatest shape, and it's literally falling apart, but the kit is unstarted. A good chunk of it is still in the plastic. So it has all the parts and everything else. Has special features like mag wheels and side pipes and a muscle up my 4-cylinder engine. It's really quite the 1970s AMT joke, if you will. I mean, let's face it, it's a Pinto. I don't care what you do to it, it's still a Pinto, other than maybe putting a small block Ford into it. So let me try to get this off here to someplace stable where it won't explode. And what else is in this Arizona box? Oh. Got an original issue AMT Volkswagen Scirocco. This is one of the ones that's molded in red, has all the race parts and fender flares. Again, it's mostly in the plastic, mostly on the trees. But like any kit that's about as old as I am, it's a lot of loose parts in there. So again, I'm not going to take the lid off here because I don't want things to go spilling everywhere. Ironically, the AMT has announced, kind of, sort of, that they're going to be reissuing this kit come around maybe September or towards Christmas. Be interesting to see if all the parts are there, because this is one of these AMT kits that most people recognize being part of the Lesney years when they were owned by Matchbox. Of course, it originally was done as an AMT kit prior to that. But a lot of that tooling from that era is, always, a lot of people seem to think it's gone and lost, but if they can find the Scirocco tooling, it makes me wonder if at least the Subaru Brat tooling isn't laying around someplace. The Rabbit tooling probably irrelevant now with a new Revell Germany kit that came out. So there's that. Let me put this someplace where it won't fall apart. And last but not least, a little Ford Capri 2 Sports Coupe action here. Got a 2.8-liter overhead valve V6 engine with a 4-speed transmission according to the side of the box there. I can build a stock or custom. I'm assuming this will be the stock side, right? Yep. So, yep, something just went tumbling onto the floor. Let's see what this is. Oh, looks like a taillight. Like I said, most of it's in the plastic. Obviously, the guy that owned this stuff before me went ahead and looked at all this stuff and played with it and mocked it up and stuff. The big problem with the Capri 2 is the fact that it has the dreaded 2-part plastic tires, but getting replacement tires is, fairly easy. And then I got 3 other kits that are, you know, more to the norm of what I build. Just found a set of pedals in this box. These AMT boxes were just leaking pieces as I came across. It's what 3 weeks in a truck will do to you. BMW Tamiya Z3. These are pretty easy to find on eBay. They're usually about, I don't know, $10-15, somewhere in that neighborhood. So this is no great find of any stretch, but it was cheap, and I don't have one. So the 3 AMT kits plus this and then the kit I'm going to put up next all came off the same guy. I got a package deal for, I don't know what it was. It was like $80 or something for 5 kits, and those 3 AMT vintage ones are usually pretty expensive, so they came out to be about $20 a piece, and then these were like 10. So it all worked out as far as I was concerned in that. And then got a Fujimi Toyota BB. Most people will recognize this as a Scion. This is the Toyota version, though. It does not have a left-hand drive dashboard, left-hand drive wipers, or any kind of Scion badging. So this can only be built as a Toyota JDM car. You can build a sort of a factory stock kit or something that is a little more custom. The custom front fascia and the rear fascia for it are obviously different from the stock one and are molded in a metallic orange that is not the same as the kit itself, and it's also not this color that's on the box. So I'm not sure exactly what Fujimi was doing there. I think this might have been one of the very first combination kits, because you can't buy these separately in 2 different boxings. So apparently they may have combined these 2 kits together by using a surplus of parts, as it were. And then one more import kit, if I can, once again, get the stuff to not fall down. Here you have a, I think this is a second run Fujimi Enthusiast Series Porsche 356B, 356C. You can build it one way or the other. 2000 GS Carrera 2 hardtop. Part of my searching, if you would, for a these kits. I want to get I'd like to get another one to build, so I can build a B and a C. And then I want to get, of course, the convertible, and then there's, I guess it is a convertible rather than a cabriolet. I'm trying to think what the box says. And then there's the 2 60s 911s, the 67 and the 69, and that'll pretty much complete my Fujimi Enthusiast Series collection, period, as well as really fleshing out my Porsche collection. I don't have a lot of Porsche race cars. I'm not, I know with the whole GT3 thing, it's hard for me to say I'm not into race cars, but I'm not really into historic race cars necessarily, nor am I really into, a lot of just, I suppose it would be, historic race cars is just the best way to put it. Fujimi did all those 917Ks. I didn't get any of those. They reissued all the Ford GTs. I didn't get any of those. I really am very interested in the street cars of this era, but not so much the race cars. It's just where my interests lie. So take me out back and shoot me, I guess, if you have to, but that's what that is. And then we'll move on here very quickly or in a second, I should say, to the stuff I got from eBay and everything else. Try to put this stuff away. I got things everywhere. I just need to clean the area down here. Something awful. Sort of left it in a lurch when I took off on the road, and it's showing it. So on eBay, I finally found one of these I'd been looking for a while at a price that wasn't a gajillion dollars. This is the Bell Kit's Skoda Fabia 2000, S2000 Rally Kit. I really don't have any desire to get the other. I'm trying to put this on here where I can get the whole box on. And I'm not being very successful because there's paint back here that doesn't want. There we go. I realize that I don't really have a desire to get the rest of the Bell Kits. I will probably get the Volkswagen Polo because I have a Red Bull thing. I have a number of cars to build with Red Bull decals, and the Volkswagen Polo, of course, will have Red Bull sponsorship. But this is primarily a kit I wanted to buy because it's a Skoda. Because, other than the Smur kits that are like 1/27 scale, please list to me all the Skodas that I can build in scale. I know they're die-cast, but I mean plastic. Plastic kits I can build in scale. Go ahead, I'll wait. That's what I thought. So, I'm not really going to go divergent into rally cars. It'll kind of look like it here with some of the purchases I made, but I'm not. This, again, it's because it's a Skoda. It's really the only reason I bought this. Plus, I want to see what belt kits are like. They're not exactly the easiest thing in the world to find here in the United States. I think this is the 2012 Czech Rally markings here. I know there's a replacement set of decals for this livery, and then there's probably something in the neighborhood of 5 or 10 sets of decals for the Skoda S2000. So if you didn't want to build it this way, and you wanted to do a little hunting on the internet, either through Hobbylink Japan or Sky Hobbies is in Singapore, they tend to have a lot of out-of-production decals just laying around for some reason. You can, of course, do something else with this if you didn't want to do it completely box stock. That kit does come with like photo etch and night racing options, and then the rest of these kits are just some fodder from Hobbylink Japan. Here's the Lamborghini Aventador LP 724 50th Anniversario kit. Big box. I mean, this is pretty heftily thick. There's a bunch of new parts in here, as we covered on the stash report videos. You're going to get newly tooled interior parts for the 50th anniversary. There's a completely new body shell in here. There's a new front bumper, new rear bumper. It has the wheels out of the Roadster kit, as well as a new chassis, some photo etch in here, all of the mesh area down in here, as well as out back, is all photo etched. The doors obviously do open. And this is the third now Aventador kit out of Aoshima. They've done the regular coupe, the Roadster, and now this. We're waiting to see if they're going to do a Super Veloce Aventador, because that's basically this car with a couple of little extra splitters and things tacked onto it, and more horsepower out of the engine. But that's something you'll never see, in the actual kit, the increase in horsepower. This one, the Lamborghini Countach 5000 Quattrofold, this is not, by the way, the brand new kit. That kit is not out yet. This is an older one. I don't know when this was actually put out. I'd have to go digging for it. It was the second of the new supercar series. 2011, 2012 was when they did the LP400, so I think this is probably 2012. You do get some photo etch with this, as well as some metal, they're calling them metal stickers here, and that completely made me lose my track of thought. Some metal transfers, like a Tamiya kit, and this kit compared to the LP400 has like new wheels and a new body, and this whole kit more or less was brand new compared to the LP400 kit that I've showed you in the past. And of course, this will be the basis of the new kit, the '88 Lamborghini Countach with the fuel-injected engine. But even that will have a whole bunch of new parts in it. Got this because it sort of slots in between the Fujimi Real Sports and Monogram and other various 5000 Quattrofold kits that have been made over the years, and the Fujimi Enthusiast series kit. This is like 120 parts or something like that. The Fujimi Enthusiast is over 200, so this is like a medium grade, if you will, kit. It sort of slots in between the two. The second of the Loctite McLaren, the second of the McLaren F1 GTR longtails that Aoshima is doing, or will actually be the third technically. The first one was the presentation race car. The second one was the Lark tobacco sponsorship. This, of course, is Loctite. We all know what Loctite is. Every hobbyist should have some Loctite gel super glue. It's super glue of my personal choice. You have some cartograph decals in here. These are the new decals that include a little bit of carbon fiber. It's nowhere near what the Studio 27 carbon fiber set for this car is by any stretch of the imagination, but it does give you some basic carbon fiber. Some of the most obvious areas will have carbon fiber. I presume this car to be pretty much, other than that, identical to the presentation kit that I have. I skipped the Lark one. I really didn't like that sponsorship. Decided to go with the Loctite one because I like this. It's a nice basic black car. It'll be easy to do. It's not a lot of painting or masking or anything else like that. And then, of course, there's going to be two more versions. There's the Golf one that's done in the McLaren blue and orange, traditional McLaren colors. And then there's that the EDI British Grand Prix one that's coming out sometime in the summer. The Golf kit should have been out by now. Probably be out sometime early this month. Here's a 2012 version of the BMW Z4 GT3. This is just a stock blank kit for all the decals I have. There's really nothing about this kit particularly that's new compared to the one we reviewed the other day, the 2013 kit. There's a big difference between this and the 2011 kit, mainly the new spoiler that's on the back here and the new wheels, but going forwards to the 2013, there was no major differences. So I think the wing might be different on the 2013. There's a slightly different pitch to it, but other than that, this is pretty much just your standard Z4 GT3. It has the presentation decals that aren't Crown Royal sponsored here. It's just some M decals that are included with this. Here's a shot of the decal sheet here. Again, it's a presentation car. It's not an actual race car, so building a block stock is, sort of pointless in that sense if you want to build an actual race car. There's the Miracle Civic SEER 2, or SIR 2. This is a, 96, I think, supposed to be Honda Civic. Bought this mainly because the 96 Honda Civic hadn't been released in, probably a good 10 years or so. And it was getting really pricey on eBay. It'd be interesting to see them put this Subaru out in the Toge kit, too. It's available, but it hasn't been in the Toge series for probably 10 years either. This does come with window masks. That's the big thing about this that's different compared to, I picked this up maybe just because, I have a whole bunch of other Honda Civics, so why not this one too? And, it's 1,600 yen, which at the exchange right now made it like $8-9, maybe closer to 10, but still it's next to nothing, so why not? And the last kit we have to talk about today is this Subaru Legacy B4, the RSK RS 3.0. I have the RSK already, so this is going to be built as the RS 3.0, the basic kit. I don't think there's any pictures of here's the RS 30. Here's the RSK here, a little sporty, little, almost sort of kind of, looking kind of low trim WRX, and then here's the completely baseline base trim Impreza Legacy, I should say. So it's a real, it is factory stock to the factory stock nth. And then we have some decals and some photo I should talk about. This right here is the Studio 27 300 SL detail parts. This is for the new Tamiya 300 SL kit that just came out 2 months ago. You got all sorts of fun stuff here, seatbelts and license plates and the round things there below. These round things are backs to the drum brakes. You got wipers, pedals. Let's see what else on here. Switches, rearview mirrors, emblems, spark plug connectors. There is some actual seatbelt material in the back if you want to make seatbelts. All these teeny wee little things here, all switches for the dashboard, so you could completely and totally replace the entire dashboard. It has a whole bunch of emblems and a whole bunch of the let's say printed word, but that's not what I'm looking for. There's a whole bunch of the logos to the car, all the 300 SL logos, and I was trying to see. All I'm getting is a really good reflection of the camera. Oh, well, bet you get sort of the drift of that. Pair of SLS AMG carbon fiber sets just for stock kits that I have. This is the carbon fiber decal set to the C-Class DTM. This is the 1990s one, not the 2000s one. So this is a vintage kit that you're going to have to go digging for. It is, there's no picture of the front of the car here. But this is the one that's the yellow Zaxpeed Pro Market, the black Tremec, and there's one other one in that series. But this is, like I said, this is not the I'm trying to think of what series that is, but this is not the newer. This is the older. These are the 1994 Mercedes-Benz decals. So you get a bunch of stuff for the interior, you get a bunch of stuff for the wing, a whole bunch of stuff for the engine. So lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. That is here. Let me fish it out for you here because it's right on top. Actually, that is the carbon fiber for this kit. This is the C-Class DTM kit that it fits. This is the carbon fiber decal set for the 2004-2005 Tamiya Subaru Impreza World Rally Championship rally car. That will be the Rally of Japan, or the one that's actually in production is the Monte Carlo Rally. You get a whole bunch of stuff here. You have carbon fiber for both seats. This going down like this side here is the inside of the door panels. And then all of this checkboard up top here and all these swooshes, that is to carbon fiber the entire inside of the wing. So there's like 35 pieces of carbon fiber for the wing alone. I love me some carbon fiber. You guys all think I'm nuts, I know, but that's what it is. One last thing from HobbyLink Japan was a set of hobby design decals for the 12C GT3 for the McLaren. These represent the 2012 Gambella team as it was raced in, I guess probably, I don't know if this is on here what race this was actually in or not. It's got the Zurich ADAC decal, so this is not a what am I trying to think of? It's not a blind paint endurance series. So this is either an attic race or maybe one of the 24 hours of something or other. I'm not going to dig the decal sheet out here, but this has got like a little haze sheet over top of it so the decals don't get messed up. This is what the car looks like. This is probably one of the best looking race cars that was around really in the 2012 season. It's hard to see because the decals are so fine, but there are lightning bolts all over this thing. And it's a real cool dark blue, and you got the mask off. With this set of decals, you get the mask off. You just sort of get the edge lines to the mask, if you can see what I'm talking about. You get like the trim lines, but this is not a set of Studio 27 where all this is black already for you, but it's not that much. You got to mask off the inner coves. Those are separate on a McLaren anyway, and then you got to mask off the hood. So it's not that big a deal. But again, like I said, this is really one of the best looking cars I thought the 2012 season had to offer. Now, I got some stuff off of eBay as far as decals go. And from the same people I got the Skoda from, I got this set of Racing 43 decals. This is the Blank Paint Sprint Series of Zolder for 2015. This is a special set of special paint scheme for Alex Zanardi, celebrating his Paralympic win. This will be a 2013-2014 BMW Z4 kit base you need. Everything is in this decal sheet, quite literally. It's probably kind of hard to see through the little protective tissue laying, but you can see the hood is the hood. The roof, the hood, all of the trim decaling is there. As far as painting it, you really just have to paint it white, and the decals do everything else. And it's just a very cool little special car as far as that goes. I think this is probably one of the most done. Studio 27 hasn't done this set, obviously, but there are a bunch of the sort of homemade companies in Germany have done this set. This is one of the more popular requested sets, so it's cool to have it out in a good set of decals. Not knocking anybody who makes homemade decals, because I haven't tried any of the homemade decals yet, but I do know what these decals quality are. What's really cool about this, and you really can't probably see it all that well, is that not only does it have the Pirelli logos, but it also has all those little decals for the chalk marks for the tires, as well as those inner stars that have those little green things that are on the front wheels, the little V's there. That's in the decal sheet too. Directly from Racing 43, because they just opened up their brand new website, and we'll have to put a link in the bottom if I remember. Is this set from the 24 Hours of Spa HTP Motorsports Petronas car. But you paint it silver and decals do everything else. As you can see here, there's the side swipes, and there's the back tail, and there's the hood. So everything with this, everything you need to do here is literally paint it silver and start applying decals. There's a good-looking set of SLS, and this right here is the McLaren MP412C number 5 from the 24 Hours of Spa for Bignon, or for the old. I don't want to mispronounce it now after I've done it so many times, but this is of course the the Brussels McLaren guys. The Boutson Guignon Racing. I was misspelling it recently. That's why I was looking at it again. So this was their Pro-Am entry in the 24 Hours of Spa. This will go very nicely with the car I've already finished, as well, of course, having the decals for the other team car from the Monza 3-hour sprint race. This was, in the 24-hour race. I have to go look to see how it finished. But again, this is another car where painting it pretty much black and then letting the decals do everything else, because all of the white. That's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I get a backer on this. All of the white for the side is there. The roof is carbon fiber. That's replicated. So all the decals you need really to make it out are included. So this is, like I said, much like my McLaren that I built for Andy's contest. This is build it, paint it, and forget it kind of thing. The one thing they want you to do on here that's a little bit different is where the Studio 27 decals have decals for the over vents for the front brakes. They want you to just paint it white. So that'll, I don't know if that's a masking issue or if that's just going to be something to, how I'll handle that. Actually, I have a whole nother separate set of the team coming, because I needed the spoiler decal there, that little McLaren of Brussels thing, because I ruined it the first one I put on. So I have a set coming, and I'll just use those decals. And then I got 3 more sets of Studio 27 decals here, guys. So this will be the last of it. I know we're getting close to half an hour. These are some out of production things that I paid way too much for, and I ain't gonna go lie about that. Paid way too much for them, but now I have them. It means I only have one set of Studio 27 GT3 decals that I don't actually possess. This is for the 2012 Petronas team in the Blanc Pain series. It's a Z4 BMW, obviously. Looks a lot more complex than it really is, because when you come down to it, it's not really all that many decals. It's quite a small little sheet. But I have a number of Petronas decals, Petronas cars now, too. A buddy of mine are joking the other night. I was like, I could make entire starting grids based on teams, entire starting grids based on races, entire starting grids based on sponsorships, because the sponsorships obviously move around as time goes along. This is the Von Ryan Blanc Plain 2012 car. This is the other good-looking 2012 car that existed. Another dark blue car. This is, of course, the Dragon car. A lot of people know it by. Painted blue, and I think the decals will do everything else here. But it's got these really cool Dragon decals. They are broken up into many little pieces so that they will fit correctly and not become a major hassle, which is always one of the things I love about Studio 27 decals. They think out a little bit in advance as to what's going on with your decal application. Some good-looking Michelin decals for your tires there. Of course, Blanc Plain went over to Pirelli's eventually. But that'll be really cool, because what's hard to tell about this decal sheet layout is the fact that that's going over multiple layers. You guys remember there's a great big side cove for the radiators and the intakes on the engine right there. So that's why this is broken up into so many pieces, because it's got to lay sideways, across all of that contour and still come out to look like a actual dragon and not a disembodied, scary Chinese thing. And then last but not least is the 2012 version of the Macau Golf McLaren decals. These are sort of the 2012 version of the decals we showed you last month. They did the 2014 version of this. These are, again, really cool because, as you can see, all the blue is there on this decal sheet. I mean, those are gigantic side decal sheets, if you haven't figured that part out yet. But you paint the car white, and the decals do everything else. It's going to be really, really interesting to see, what that ends up, converting the car into, from blank white car to, to this. So, very neat. It would be a very labor-intensive process, believe me, to get these big chunks of decals. Because, I mean, you're looking at the side decal there. This is all one piece. From there down, and that's, this entire swoop from the trunk down to the side. All the way down. All that's one big chunk of decal. So, yeah, that'll be fun. But then again, the 2014 really isn't much better. You paint that car blue, and all the decals are done there. But anyway, guys, that, as they say, is that. Hope you enjoyed it. If anything you guys want to see me review, let me know. Take it with me, and try to do some reviews next week when we go back out. And until we catch you guys later, see you guys on the other side.